Chat, how we doing tonight? Huge game, another night of Concacaf Champions Cup. We have Inter Miami versus Nashville SC, leg 2 of the Concacaf Champions Cup to go to the quarterfinals of this tournament. So I want to read I want to talk about the starting lineups for both of these teams, see if there's any changes. There was one change I saw for Inter Miami, but we'll see about the changes for Nashville SC because there was a couple key players that they did not have start this last match between the two clubs. But before we get into that, welcome guys to MLS Moves presented by FanDuel. Appreciate you guys tuning in again. Keep in mind, we also have a second watch along tonight between San Diego FC and Toluca in a couple hours. Another leg 2 to see who goes to the quarterfinals of Concacaf Champions Cup. But make sure you guys like this stream down below. If you haven't already, it helps us out. We're going to try to get to 100 likes again. We got 120 last night. Let's get 100 likes on this one as well. So smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. We are 640 subs away from 13,000. So make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Okay, so I got some comments here, but let me just look at this bracket real quick. I want to look at this bracket real quick to see Inter Miami's path. So Inter Miami plays Nashville SC, the leg 2, and whoever wins this is going to play the winner of Club America in Philadelphia. Now that game starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time, so a little less or a little over 2 hours from now, that match will start, and the winner of this game will take on the winner of that game, which is probably going to be Club America. I would say it's going to be Club America. And that'll be in the quarterfinals. So, and I do think that this is a pretty favorable bracket because Cincinnati is likely to beat Tigres, and they have Seattle and Vancouver. That could be tough. But I do think that this is probably a more favorable bracket because Tigres is likely to get eliminated. So it will be after this, it will be, let's see, there's 8 teams. There'll be one Liga MX team and 3 MLS teams remaining in the Concacaf Champions Cup on that side of the bracket. Now, the other side of the bracket, we'll see tonight because there's some really good games on for that. We'll see. But let's look at the starting lineup real quick, and then let's talk about what's your guys' score prediction. I'll give you mine. Big game tonight. This is win or go home. This is it. This is what Inter Miami spent all that money this offseason to do, was to try to win this tournament. And if they lose tonight, it's over. It's over. I also want to say that because there's the away goal rule, that if Inter Miami concede a goal to Nashville SC tonight, Inter Miami would need to score 2 goals to win. If Nashville SC scores a goal tonight at Inter Miami, they score 1 goal, Inter Miami would need 2 goals to win. And there is absolutely no way this game can end in a tie because Inter Miami didn't get a goal at Nashville last week. So there is 0 chance. This game cannot go to extra time. It will be decided in regular time. No extra time at all. But Nashville SC do have a little bit of advantage, like I said, because if they score 1 goal, Inter Miami has to score 2 to win. If Nashville SC scores 2 goals, Inter Miami's got to score 3 to win. If it's tied after 90 minutes between both of these teams, then it would go to extra time. But if someone scores, Nashville SC scores, there's no extra time. Cannot go to extra time. So Inter Miami's going to have to score tonight. They're going to have to score tonight. Okay, so I want to know what you guys think. I'm going to read these lineups real quick, and then I want you guys to tell me what your score prediction is going to be. I'm not going to lie to you. The last game was a little boring between both of these teams. Little lackluster. 0-0 draw. I mean, I was expecting more than that. About put me to sleep. So I don't think it could get much worse than that, especially because there has to be a result in this match. So I do think it's going to be a little different. But I want to know what your guys' score prediction is going to be for this match. It is currently 0-0, 0-0 on aggregate. What do you think the score is going to be for tonight's game? So let's talk about this lineup, okay? So for Nashville SC, Tegstedt is still not starting, which is interesting. Lovitz is starting tonight. I think that's the only 2 changes I can see so far for them. It looks like exactly the same lineup except for Lovitz is starting and Tegstedt. So there's only been 1 change, I guess, for Nashville SC compared to last week's lineup. Now, on the flip side, Inter Miami have 2 changes so far. They have Sergio Reguilon coming back from injury officially. He did play against Charlotte FC this past weekend, but he is not played in Champions Cup yet. And so he's taking over for Noah Allen, which is good because I think he's a better attacker than Noah Allen. And then Lujan is starting for Maxi Falcone because he was injured in this last game. So there's 2 changes on the back line for Inter Miami. My biggest concern is that Matteo Salvetti is not playing. He has been the biggest spark for Inter Miami this season. When he's on the pitch, they play a lot better. They've got Segovia, Messi, Allende playing in the up front. Well, they have Berterame playing up front, but they have them playing Segovia on the left wing, Allende on the right wing, Messi playing as the 10, and then they have Yannick Bright and Rodrigo de Paul. I am going to be curious to see. This is not the lineup I would have thrown out. I think Salvetti should have started probably over Allende at this point. But we'll see. And then I still wish David Ayala would get a chance to play. I'm not really sure what's going on there. But let's read these scores. I'm sorry. Let me read these scores and see what you guys think. What is your score prediction for tonight's match? True Pumpkin Jack says Inter Miami win 3-1. Interesting. Mr. A good friend of the show. I'm predicting another tight one. Could really go either way, but I'll say Miami wins 1-0. We'll see. Let's see. Inter Miami 5-0, Amy says. That would be a hell of a win for you guys if that was the case. Who made that dumb rule? It's an old rule, but I mean they've had it like this for a long time in other competitions. They've just dropped it, and CONCACAF has continued to have it. It's been this way for a long time. Let's see. Bikram says 1-1 draw. Well, if that's the case, then Inter Miami would be losing tonight. Let's see. Messi show coming today. We'll see. Jesse says 5-2 for Miami without Allen. You think they score 5 goals tonight? That'd be interesting. For Nashville, a chance to ruin the goodbye to Dry Pink Stadium. Yeah, this is their last game they will ever play at Dry Pink Stadium. This is it. This is the last game they will ever play here. This is the one tonight. I don't even think. I think in the next round, if they do advance against Nashville SC, they'll play at their new stadium for the next round. So this is the last game that they will ever play at Dry Pink Stadium. Let me adjust my volume real quick. Let's see. Sergio says agree 1-1 draw or 1-2 either way. Tight and very match. Now, there's no way that this could be. There's no way, hopefully, that this could be worse than the last game, right? The last game was horrible, and also Messi has 899 goals, so he's one away from 900. So we'll see if he can reach that tonight. And it's raining here really bad right now in Fort Lauderdale, which it was raining really bad, I think, in Nashville last time they played Tuesday. I think it was raining really bad for that game as well. But it's raining really hard right now in South Florida. So we'll see how that affects this match as well. But the winner, if you guys are just joining us, the winner of this game will take on the winner of Club America in Philadelphia. Oh my God, it's windy and rainy. Oh God. This could be a sloppy match. We'll see what happens. This has got CONCACAF written all over. This could be an ugly match. Okay, so let me give you my prediction, okay? Because we're about 4.5 minutes from kickoff. All right. I think that Miami wins this game 2-1. I think that Nashville SC might pull one back early. I think Nashville SC might take the lead and kind of have Inter Miami on the ropes. But then I think Inter Miami scores 2 goals, which is what they would need to do to win this series. And I think they end up winning 2-1. I think it's going to be a very close game. I'm a little skeptical about the attack for Inter Miami. They haven't scored the last 3 games, I think. Even if you don't count the Charlotte FC game, I think it's the last 2 games they haven't scored, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it is the last 2 games. But the attack has definitely not been up to has been very subpar. So we'll see what they can do against Nashville tonight. But Berterame has got to have a big game. Okay, so I want to get your guys' take on this. Who is one player for each team you think has to have a big game? Now, don't say Messi. You can't say take him off the table. Just give me a player on each side who has to have a big game for both sides to win. I'll give you mine as well. I think that, well, actually, before we do that, we got 60 people in here before the game starts. If you just joined us, make sure you guys smash the like button down below. If you haven't already, helps us out. And make sure you guys also subscribe. We are 640 subs away from 13,000. This is the first of 2 watch-alongs tonight. Hopefully, we'll see some of you guys for both of them, because we'll have Toluca versus San Diego later tonight. Can't be any uglier than the Chelsea last night. No, stadium's not full. I think it's because of the weather, maybe. I'm not supporting anybody. Titans are winning the Super Bowl. I wish. Let's see. Ernest says, you upset, hopefully Nashville tight win. Miami defense is still shaky. Rain doesn't help them. That's true. We'll see. We'll see what happens with we'll see what happens because both these attacks were very bad last week. So I don't expect that to happen today. Okay, so here's my X factor play for both teams. I think that Hany Mukhtar has to play good in this game. He's been kind of hit or miss, but mostly kind of miss, I think, this year. And it may be, I mean, I think he's rapidly declining, honestly, as a player. I don't think he's nearly as good as he once was, which is kind of a shame. But I think Hany Mukhtar has got to step up for Nashville SC to win tonight. And then on the other side for Inter Miami, I think Germán Berterame has got to step up too. He has played in 7 games, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's 6 because I don't think he played against Charlotte. He's played in 6 games for Inter Miami and still has not scored. They spent $16 million on this guy because they thought he would be a difference maker to help them win the Concacaf Champions Cup. So it's time for him to deliver on what they paid for him to do. I think Berterame has got to get on the score sheet tonight. He's got to ball out, and I understand that they say the way that they play that he is kind of like a poacher, a fox in the box, like he's just kind of lingering around. And if they play a low block, it's harder for him to get involved. I don't care. There will be opportunities. He's going to have to score. Berterame is going to have to get involved if Inter Miami want to win this game. Messi can't do it all for himself. E says Yazbek for Nashville, St. Clair for Miami. Good shout. I feel like Yazbek was pretty good last game. I noticed him quite a bit. I thought he was pretty decent last match. Keyshawn says, shake my head, my Chelsea is Chelsea's cursed, man. I'm watching Espinosa for Nashville SC. Nashville will put Pesci to bed like they did in the first leg. Let's see. St. Clair and DePaul, they need to show up big. Yeah, I agree with that. DePaul, I thought it's been pretty good this year, but I agree he needs to be better. Ryan says Hany is hit or miss during random every year and then goes off. He does go off, but I just feel like he's not as good as he was 3 years ago. And he's not old. He just turned 30, like late last year. So it's not like he's super old. No, I don't think the match is delayed. I think it's about to kick off. This is what makes me mad in the U.S. Fans don't even care about their teams in MLS. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is like an hour away from Miami. This game is, and it's also rainy. I don't know. We're about to kick off, by the way. Allende for Miami, Mukhtar for Nashville. Tadio Allende has been horrible for Inter Miami this year. He has not been, but I mean, it's still early, but he has not been worth the $5 million they paid. And you know what? This is the nice thing. This is the nice thing because today, this is like win or go home. There is no, scoreless draw and then, we'll wait till next week. This is it. We're officially kicked off. For leg 2 of Inter Miami versus Nashville SC. Let's see who wins. And I'm going to say this a couple times just in case we have new people that come in, but Inter Miami cannot afford to let Nashville score. If Nashville SC scores, Inter Miami would need to score 2 goals to win. If Nashville SC score a goal and Inter Miami score a goal, Nashville SC would win on aggregate because they would have an away goal. So Inter Miami cannot afford for Nashville SC to score unless they're able to score 2 goals. And the winner of this game will play the winner of Club America versus the Philadelphia Union. And I'm curious to see what Sergio Reguilon can do because Inter Miami has desperately missed Jordi Alba on the left side in the attack. And I do think Sergio Reguilon is a much better player than Noah Allen. I don't think it's close. But the question is how good is he compared to Jordi Alba? Is he how much is he, way worse in the attack? And also, can he stay healthy? It is definitely raining. It's raining really hard. I think that because this is more of like I don't want to say, I mean, it is kind of desperation. This is like win or go home. I want to say because of the stakes in this one that this is not going to be as boring, but I could be wrong. And you can already see the water bouncing off the pitch when they pass it. So it's the field is soaked. Curious to see how Lujan does tonight when he's playing Surridge. They're going to need Lujan to be good. Berterame, he heads it down to Segovia. They got some space. Reguilon in the attack. Reguilon already in the attack more than I remember. Allen the last game. Reguilon pissed at Salasco Segovia because he didn't see him. No, Reguilon did not play in the first leg against Nashville SC. His debut in MLS was last week or this past Saturday against Charlotte FC. This is his first game playing with all the normal starters in a meaningful game. He played like I can't remember who the first preseason game that they played against in February, but he got hurt like 10 minutes in. Oh, cross. Berterame couldn't get to it. They're looking pretty good so far. They're looking better, I would say. They have some chances, but they got to – Inter Miami, if they want to win this game, they're going to have to finish some of these chances. And a part of me wonders if Nashville SC's game plan, BJ Callahan's game plan, is to let these guys tire themselves out, give them some chances, wear them down, because that's happened a couple games for Inter Miami. They get this jolt of energy. They play hard for 20 minutes. They get chances, and then they don't convert. And then they're just tired the rest of the game, and the other team normally just beats them down. Oh, that's a nice pass to Tati Agende. He's got Berterame. Berterame. Oh, Berterame. God, he should have scored that. He shot it way too soon. That was a golden opportunity for Inter Miami right there. Golden opportunity for Inter Miami. I think Berterame might be cursed. And I think he was onside too. That was a beautiful pass. Let's see if that was Mikael. But my God, that was a beautiful pass. I have no idea why Berterame struck that in the first touch. He could have dribbled for like maybe it took an extra step or two and scored. But my God. Angus, my friend, how we doing? 15 million for that. I think Berterame's confidence is absolutely cooked, but that was a golden opportunity. He should have scored there. He could have taken. I think he panicked a little bit, Keyshawn. I think he panicked and thought maybe someone was on his back, but man, he took that shot way too early, and I think that he didn't have enough power on it. He should have put that away 100%. Five minutes in, though, I think Inter Miami's looking like the better team so far, but we'll see. A lot of time left in this game. Inter Miami looks good so far, though. Madrigal. Pass to Surridge. Bad pass, but Surridge is able to keep it. Christian Espinosa on the right side. Christian Espinosa crosses it. Looking for Madrigal, but he's not able to get to it. Berterame on the counter. Passes it to Messi. Good defending by Nashville SC. Listen, guys, I'm telling you right now, 6 minutes in, this game is already 100 times better than the last game. 100 times better than the last game. This game has been way more exciting so far. And who would have thought with the bad weather that would be the case? Tyre just finished 8 hours on the computer. Time for soccer to put me to sleep. Well, hopefully it's not bad to where it does put you to sleep. Hopefully it's maybe it'll give you a little bit of energy here. Commentator with the rolling R is an idiot. Are you watching the FS1 or the other broadcast? Berterame. Yeah, not so far. He's not doing too well. Still kind of early though. We'll see. I mean, that miss though. This like perfectly encapsulates his time in Inter Miami so far. But he's gonna have to put that away. Mikhail passes it to Reguilon. Reguilon with the cross. Oh, Schwakey goes into his hands. Easily saves it. Schwakey. I've heard like 3 different pronunciations of this guy's last name. Either way, good. I think he's good. I think he's better than Joe Willis for Nashville SC. Oh, good defending. DePaul's got the ball. Rodrigo DePaul was looking for Berterame, but it's deflected. Reguilon's able to get it. Reguilon passes it to Messi. Messi dribbles around and scores. Messi scores, puts it Inter Miami up 1-0. And that's 900th goal for Lionel Messi in his career. 900th goal for Lionel Messi in his young career. 900 goals. $900 for Messi now. Insane. What was the defending there? He just dribbled around. Listen, Messi's the GOAT, but he should have not scored that. Next achievement's 1,000. Watch a rerun of the first. Yeah, the first leg was terrible. This leg's already better. Like, I don't know if you guys are feeling that, but I think that this leg is already like, it's already like 100 times better just because it's more high stakes and it feels like they're actually acting like it's high stakes. So here, but I just want to, if you guys are just joining us, I want to point this out. If Nashville SC score a goal, if Nashville SC score a goal, they would be in the lead again. Technically, if it ended in a 1-1 draw, Nashville SC would advance to the next round. So Inter Miami really need to have 2 goals, which they probably will, because we know the old saying, they don't, if they don't just score 1, they score 2, they score 3, they score 4, they score 5. So if they score 2 goals, that would give them a cushion, because Nashville SC would need to score 2 goals to win. Cringe, my friend, how we doing? Appreciate you for joining us. Nashville have to play the game of their lives. They do have to play a lot better than what they're playing right now. They just don't really have anything in the final third. But there's still, 81 minutes. And that's the important thing too. Like I said, that they cannot just play with this lead. They're going to have to score another goal to feel comfortable. 1 goal by Nashville SC, and they're technically going to advance. I will say the attack already looks better though with Reguilon. Looks a lot better with Reguilon. Inter Miami technically could have had 2 goals already if Berterame hadn't had a heavy touch, not a heavy touch, but shot the ball so early instead of taking an extra touch. Bad pass by Mikhail, but they're able to keep it. I tell you what, a big loser tonight so far is Noah Allen. I mean, they look so much better without him already. Mikhail to Lasco Segovia. Oh, bad pass. Christian Espinosa on the ball. Christian Espinosa. Good defending by Segovia, though. Yeah, best team it is for sure. Well, at least early, they looked really good in the Orlando game. But yeah, early in the game, best starting 10 minutes they've had. Messi was looking for Berterame, but Nashville SC was able to clear it away. Mukhtar looking for Espinosa. He's got some space. Goes off Lujan. It's going to be a corner kick for Nashville SC. Espinosa's taking the corner for Nashville SC. Looks like it's not raining as much right now. I don't know if it's just the camera angle, but it looks like the rain's let up a little bit, which is good. Espinosa with the corner. No one's there. Espinosa has the ball on the right side. Tries to cross it. Looks like that was cleared by Allende. It's going to be a throw in for Nashville SC. We are 12 minutes in, guys. It's 1-0 Inter Miami over Nashville SC. Guys, if you're just joining us, make sure you smash that like button. We're trying to get to 100 likes. We got 30 so far right now. Make sure you guys smash that like button if you haven't already. And also, we are 640 subscribers away from 13,000. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't. We have some viewers who are not subscribed. Make sure you do that. And also hit that little bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Messi's foul. It's going to be Inter Miami's ball. So that's Reguilón's first assist too. I guess technically he passed it to Messi. So, and you got to think that was also a connection with Messi having Jordi Alba on that left side, them playing off each other. So Messi now has a partner on that left side who can play the ball through to him and play off of him. So. Berterame. Oh, good God. Segovia is kind of playing danger ball here. Bad giveaway by Nashville or by Inter Miami. And then Hany Mukhtar was just fouled, it looks like, by Rodrigo de Paul. Yeah, I do think it was a foul. I do think that Mukhtar maybe flopped a little. Maybe he leaned into it a little too much, but it was definitely a foul. It's close. Segovia isn't looking too good. He's off. He does look off tonight so far. We will see if Miami looks as good as Barcelona was earlier today. Yeah, 7-2, right? Free kick for Nashville SC, and I'd say in a somewhat dangerous area. All right, Hany Mukhtar taking the free kick. Mukhtar plays it to Espinosa. He's unmarked. Oh, Messi blocked out of bounds. It's going to be a corner for Nashville SC. But nobody was keeping an eye on Espinosa. He had a lot of space right there. Espinosa did. Love seeing Messi locked in defensively. He wants this. Yeah, he looks good tonight. I mean, he's already scored a goal and he looks locked in. All right, Christian Espinosa, the corner cleared away by, looked like Allende cleared that one away. Oh, Mukhtar's got space, plays it. Oh, good poke away by St. Clair. Segovia plays it to Messi. Messi plays it out wide. Oh, but he lost possession. Yazbek has it. Surridge keeps it in play. Yazbek looks like he's down pretty bad right now. Now DePaul gets fouled. It looks like it's going to be Inter Miami's ball. But they let play on. It looked like, I couldn't tell who that was. They got, yeah, or Yazbek got fouled, but I couldn't tell who. So Yazbek fouled DePaul. Okay. Maybe like a retaliation foul. Paul's holding his left hamstring. Segovia giveaway nightmare so far. Segovia's not playing a great game, but I tell you what, everyone else is. So that's the key. If you're a Miami fan, is everyone else is looking like they're playing a very sharp game. Maybe that Charlotte FC rest game, brought kind of rejuvenating, gave these guys the rest they needed. Oh, that was a dangerous pass by St. Clair. Bad angle. Nashville SC keeps in play. Good defending by Lovitz on Allende. St. Clair looks like he's starting to get it at Miami. He looks a lot more confident. Like that, I guess you called a save. He looked very confident in goal right there. Mukhtar looking for Andy Nahar, but too much on it, goes out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick. I think he might have been offside anyway, but okay, it doesn't really look like it's raining. It looks like it's like maybe misting or St. Clair saved game 1. Offense has to win game 2. Dane St. Clair boots it deep, looking for Allende. Allende's not able to win it. Oh, he kept it in play, but Lovitz. All right, looks like Lovitz got called for a foul on Allende. Looks like he kicked him. Oh, yeah, he definitely kicked him. God, he definitely kicked him in the chest. That was a high kick. All right, free kick for Inter Miami. Messi did his famous scoot up. Messi's over the free kick. It's deflected. Oh, yeah, they got a touch on it, but goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Nashville SC. St. Clair is good, but Rocco Blocco is the best. Trademarked by Chris of Battered Herons. Hey, Chris might join us at halftime, by the way. We'll see if he makes an appearance, but I think he might join us at halftime if he can. Just took the trash out, missing little rain, super cold by Miami standards in the 60s. Yeah, it is. I saw Rodrigo De Paul with his gloves on, so it's cold. Both New York teams are looking good so far this season. New York City FC look really good. Oh, dangerous pass. Uh-oh. Nashville just had to get rid of it. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Nashville SC, or excuse me, Inter Miami. The press kind of frustrated Nashville, made him turn the ball over. They had to get rid of it, so it's going to be a throw-in. Very impressed by a couple players on Miami so far. A little disappointed in a couple of Nashville players so far. Sam Surridge is kind of, I think he had a couple of chances last game, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did. I think St. Clair saved maybe 1 or 2, but 20 minutes in, and Sam Surridge has been a ghost. Regulon plays it deep, looking for Berterame. Palacios just heads out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in. Yeah, Regulon is good. He's really good. I thought he could be as good. He's not better than him historically speaking, but right now, I thought that 2026 Regulon could be as good, if not better than 2025 Jordi Alba. because he's 10 years younger. I mean, he's got fresher legs and he's good in the attack, and he's played for some big clubs. He's not bad. I think he's good in the attack. He's had a lot of assists in his career as a left back. I don't think he can score goals quite like Jordi Alba did, because Jordi Alba, I want to say, started his youth career at Barcelona as a winger, and he was too short and too small. That's why they didn't want him. I think he went to Valencia or Villarreal. I think he went to Valencia, if I'm not mistaken. And then he balled out, and then he came back to Barcelona. But either way, I think that Reguilon could be just as good. The ball played it deep to Reguilon, but it's headed away by Nahar. It's going to be a throw-in. Surridge is isolated right now. Another reason Mukhtar needs to step up. Yes, exactly. Mukhtar is just, I don't know. I think I was talking to Nashville SC, a friend of mine who's a Nashville SC fan, and I was just telling him I think he's fallen off. Yeah, it looked like Yazbek's cleat went into his knee. Not like the bottom of it, but like the toe of it like went into his knee as he fell down. I think BJ Callahan, side note, I think he's the only manager in MLS who never played soccer. I don't think he ever played, which is interesting. I thought that was interesting. He never played soccer, and he's only coaching MLS. Crossed by Messi, head away by Palacios. The pitch looks like it's really in bad condition. The ball is moving really slow. Yeah, and sometimes it moves fast when the grass is wet, but it does look like it is moving a little slow. Reguilon isn't as good as Alba, but if he can stay fit, he is decent. I think that 2026 Reguilon could be as good as 2025 Alba, but obviously, historically, it's not even close. And the reason I say is because he's 10 years younger. I mean, he has fresher legs. He's been very dangerous so far. Look at the pace right there. He's looked pretty good so far. He's probably been my star of the first half. 24 minutes in. "24 minutes in." Juan says that Reguilon doesn't have to be Alba; it just had to be better than Allen, which isn't asking a lot. Yeah, the bar is in hell to be better than Allen, right? And I don't want to dunk on the kid too much. I think he was good as a center back last year, but when he's playing that fullback position, he's expected to be an attacker too at some points. I just don't think that's his game. I don't think that Noah Allen has the skill set to be an attacker in any capacity, honestly. But the other thing is he's so small to be a center back. He's kind of missized. I will say this too. Facundo Mora, I haven't noticed him at all in this game, which is not necessarily a bad thing. He's been very unnoticeable in this first half, 25 minutes in, which means he's not making any mistakes. So I think having Reguilon also makes it easier on him because they're going to that left side more instead of just focusing on the right side. So I think that Reguilon playing has also made Facundo Mora's job easier, and you're asking less of him in games. Haven't noticed him at all, by the way. Cobra says, go San Diego FC. We're doing a watch along for that one, too. That one's going to start at 10:50 Eastern time. That's going to be a late one. But I'm curious to see if they can hold off Toluca. Toluca was what a lot of people thought were the favorites of the tournament. So I will be cheering for San Diego FC to beat Toluca tonight. Bad pass by Andy Nahar. He's able to win it back, though. Hany Mukhtar. God, Hany Mukhtar just seems like he's so much slower than he used to be. Nashville SC is playing as if they don't want to win. I do think they're playing a little sleepy so far. They're not playing like everything's on the line so far, but there's still almost 60 minutes left. More than 60 minutes left. Mora's playing more central. You might have mixed him up with Lujan. Is he playing? I thought he's playing on the right side. Looks like Gonzalo. It looks like Lujan's playing on the right center back, and Mora's playing as he's playing as the right back. I like to see Lewandowski join up with Muller again or Chicago dumpster fire. I mean, we'll see. We'll see where he goes. I do think he's going to come to MLS this summer, but we'll see where he goes to in MLS this summer. Nashville SC is going to have to wake up, though. Uh-oh. Lost connection to the game. Is anyone else? This is like a static right now. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, it's back on. That was weird. Where does CR7 go in the summer? I don't know. I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's coming to MLS though. Still hearing talk of that Casemiro headed to Miami in the summer. I just don't know how they're going to be able to afford him. They have 3 DP spots filled, and they don't have any GAM. I don't think right now. I think it's 0. I don't think that's really possible unless he takes a huge, huge pay cut. Haven't really noticed Yannick Bride either. There's a couple players I haven't noticed tonight for Inter Miami. Facundo Moro's one, Yannick Bride's one, and I mean, I guess that'd probably be it, but I really haven't noticed them too much on the pitch so far through almost 30 minutes. Inter Miami's not playing as aggressive as you would think they would, though. They really need to get that second goal to ensure that they're going to advance. Andy Nahar falls down, asking for a foul on Berterame. Casemiro will probably end up back at Sao Paulo. Yeah, I don't think Casemiro is going to come to Major League Soccer. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think. I think that's agent pushed. I don't think he's coming to MLS. You know, if Toluca does beat San Diego, we'll get a rematch of the Galaxy versus Toluca from Campeones Cup. Yeah, but man, I really don't want to watch the Galaxy. You're just so bad this year, honestly. Chris says, "Hey yo, Chris, appreciate you for stopping by, my friend." I really don't know who the favorite is in the Champions Cup right now. If San Diego is able to beat Toluca tonight, I feel like San Diego has to climb up as far as teams that are in contention. I mean, that would be a hell of a performance to knock off Toluca that early on. But I don't really know who the favorite would be right now in the Champions Cup. I want to see Cruz Azul and they beat Monterrey, so I won't get to see Monterrey, but I want to see Cruz Azul play an MLS team to kind of stack them up and see how they do. All right, Messi, beautiful pass out wide to Rodrigo de Paul. Messi pass it to Yende. Back to Messi. Segovia lays it off to Messi. Messi plays it out to Reguilon, but a little too much on it. Couldn't get to it. It's going to be out of bounds for a goal kick. Recent shot showed a lot of rain. Still going to be an interesting second half with away goal rules. It is. They really need that second goal. Inter Miami does. We can buy down one DP and get CR7 to stay tuned because they want Messi and CR. But they can't buy down anybody. Rodrigo De Paul costs $15 million. He's making like $7 million a year. Berterame costs $15 million. Messi can't be bought down. There's no way they can buy anyone down. These are their three DPs locked and loaded. Like these are the three guys. They cannot be bought down. Ooh, bad giveaway by Andy Nahar. Berterame was trying to get around. Looked like Palacios hit him in the nose, but no call. Rebrand when the World Cup hits, since they're allowing reaction channels to rebroadcast the first 10 minutes. Am I going to rebrand? Probably not. I'm going to do some watch-alongs for the World Cup, though. What do you think about the chances Messi playing at Azteca Stadium? I think if they win, then he'd definitely play there. $33 minutes in. Okay, I'll say this: the last like 15 minutes has really looked like the first leg. Both teams kind of look very unmotivated in the last 10, 15 minutes. Lujan boots it deep, goes out of bounds. Gonna be a throw in for Nashville SC. So they stop play. Schwaki looks like he might have a hamstring issue. So I guess they're recognizing Ramadan. So Hany, Mukhtar, and anyone else is, I think they're eating on the sideline maybe. But Schwaki looks like he's also hurt, or like he's tensing up in this game. Berterame and Segovia are so bad. I mean, I don't know. I do think Berterame has been disappointing, but honestly, I do think Segovia's had not chances but touches, and he just hasn't looked good. Berterame should have made that first chance he had earlier in the game. He definitely should have made that first chance he had earlier in the game. All right, we're back on. 36 minutes in. Probably, bad giveaway. Messi's got the ball. Segovia. No, sorry. Allende lays over the top. Oh. Schwaki was able to get a hand on it and redirect out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick, not a goal kick, but a corner for Inter Miami. But it looked like Allende was trying to play it up for Berterame, but that's good goalkeeping. That was good. That was good goalkeeping by Schwaki. All right, Messi's taking the corner. First corner for Miami in this game. Messi takes it. It's going to be another corner for Inter Miami. Surridge, he headed out of bounds. Messi plays it to DePaul. DePaul with the cross. It's low. Yannick Bright was able to get to it, though. But Espinosa gains possession, passes out to Mukhtar. Oh, good. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Did you see Reguilon? He just pulled up on his hamstring again. Uh-oh. Reguilon just started pulling up on his hamstring. That's not a good sign for Inter Miami. Reguilon looked like he just fell down. He collapsed as he was running, and he was grabbing that right hamstring. That was just kind of like a shit show of play right there. That sequence of the last, like, I don't know, 40 seconds. But Reguilon, he came up holding that right hamstring. We'll see if he's down still. We'll see if he's still down. I think Reguilon has had a history of hamstring injuries in his previous stops, but I think he's good now. It looks like he's up, or at least I don't see. I'd have to look and see. I don't see him. Okay, no, he's on the. So he is still down. Yeah, Reguilon's down. I think he pulled a hamstring. I'm telling you right now, Nashville SC cannot afford to lose Sergio Reguilon. They cannot afford to lose him. The drop off between him and Noah Allen is too much, way too much. Oh, I think he just pulled up on it weird. I think he just pulled up on it. It's definitely his hamstring though. And I think he is one of the best players for them in the first half. This would be a bad sign. I mean, this is his first game back with Inter Miami. Well, second game, I guess, but this is his first game in the entire regular season playing with his no Allen's coming in. Oh man, this is bad news for Inter Miami. This is the second game he's played with the starters. The first one was in the preseason. Someone slid up on his leg. He got hurt. And then the first game he plays with the starters in the Champions Cup, he pulls a hamstring and he's coming out in the 40th minute. The guy, I mean, he's brittle. Uh-oh, this is going to make it interesting, though, because you know how we feel about Noah Allen. Oh, boy. Yeah, he does. He has that history of hamstrings, and you know, I thought he was he was a good looking player in the first half, and he's not even going to the bench. He's going to the locker room. He's going to the locker room. So Noah Allen comes in the 40th minute for Inter Miami. Not a good thing for Inter Miami. Oof, Hany Mukhtar over the post. Going to be a goal kick for Inter Miami. Reguilon down. Miami had taken chances of players in the injury history. That's probably why they were able to get him for such a cheap deal because of the obviously the injury history. That really hurts Miami in the attack, though. They don't have that attacking prowess on the left side. A part of me wonders if you know how crazy Mascherano wants to be, but would you maybe change it to a five in the back and have Facundo Moore obviously play the right wing back, and then maybe play Matteo Salvetti as more of like a left wing back? because he would at least give you something in the attack. I mean, you have nothing in the attack with Noah Allen. It is pouring pretty hard. It looks like some fans might actually be leaving because of how bad it is. Service has been really bad so far for Nashville SC. Inter Miami should be up more than 1-0 just based on the chances they've had, but they just haven't been able to convert them. They have looked like the better team in the first half, which we'll talk about when it's halftime. A lot of missed opportunities for Miami in the first half, but that's been a common theme in this 2026 season. They've left a lot on the table. Oh, bad pass by Facundo Mora, turned over to Cochran. Or Corcan, or however the hell you say his last name. Lujan with a good tackle. Bad pass by Allende looking for Messi. 3-4-3 was successful, but with Falcone. Yeah, and I don't know how. I don't remember what the report was on Falcone, how long he's going to be out for. Trying to play over the top to Mukhtar. It's going to be a goal kick for Inter Miami. Mukhtar's trying to plead for the foul. Dane St. Clair boots it deep. Palacios wins it from Berterame. He's trying to fight for the ball, but goes out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for Inter Miami. Nashville have the ball, but they're not penetrating. Pause, but yes, for sure. Reguilon needed at least 2 more weeks to be fully fit. He didn't look that good last week either. I didn't watch the whole Charlotte FC game just because I knew it was going to be a rest game. A lot of players obviously didn't play in that because of this game. So I didn't see how he looked. I haven't watched him play since the first preseason game when he got injured. So not a good start though. Mikhail boots it deep. What was he doing? Berterame was almost able to get that one. Very questionable defense for Nashville SC there. Two minutes of add time in the first half. Falcone's knee is better than expected, but gonna be a while. Damn. I wonder how long. I wonder if he'll play in the next round if they make it. To Paul. Miss hit. Messi with some space. Passes it to Facundo Mora. Mora shoots it. Know what he was doing there. Goes into Schweike's hands. Easy save. 1 minute left of added time. Always wonder about the sprinkler placement on a pitch and on training fields because we have had injuries since day one, or we're just very, very unlucky and they do have the longest plane rides. Maybe that is play a factor into it. But to be fair, there is a lot of guys who just have a bad injury history who just keep getting. I do remember that Jordi Alba did have a lot of hamstring issues too, though, with Inter Miami. Oh, Mora giving way too much space. It's going to be a throw in for Nashville SC. Probably their last chance of the first half. Going to probably be a long throw in. All right, that's in the first half. It's 1-0 Inter Miami over Nashville SC after 45 minutes. Very interesting first half. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. Don't really know what to make of it, but I want to know what you guys think. We always do this at our halftime breakdown. I want you guys to grade the first half performance for both of these clubs. First half performance grades for Inter Miami and Nashville SC, 1 through 10. 1 being shit, 10 being perfect. I want you guys to grade me your first half performance for each of these teams. But before we do that, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys smash the like button. We're at 52 likes. We're 48 away from 100. So make sure you guys smash the like button if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are 640 subscribers away from 13,000. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, while you guys are putting those scores in, let's read some stats. And I don't know if Chris is going to swing by, but if I see him, the invite was sent to him. If he does hop in here, I'll make sure to add him. But the first half, Inter Miami had 5 shots, 4 on target, to Nashville SC's 1 shot, 0 on target, which is what it kind of felt like in that first half. Nashville SC just had absolutely nothing in the attack in the first half. And then Inter Miami had 58% of the possession to Nashville SC's 42%. Inter Miami had a 0.58 expected goal rate to Nashville SC's 0.03 expected goals. So I want to see what you guys think. We'll talk about who was disappointing in the first half on each side, but let's go ahead and read some of these grades, first half grades from you guys on both of these teams on the 1 through 10. Let's see. Yam says 10. I'm not sure which team you have a 10. I'm assuming Miami. Tony says Inter Miami 7, Nashville SC 3. Yes, hit that like button. Appreciate that one, World. Let's see. Fresh Randy says I'm 7 for Nashville, 4 for the Inter Miami. I thought you said Nash had a 7. Like what? Inter Miami 7, Nashville 4, Sprinklers 10. That's funny. Miss Yell says 7 out of 10 for Inter Miami, 2 out of 10 for Nashville SC. Mr. says Miami 7, Nashville 2, Mukhtar 1. Interesting. Millionaire says 3 out of 10 for Miami, 3 for Messi goal. It's an interesting score. Let's see. Angus says 7 for Inter Miami and a 3 for Nashville. Mick says Miami 3, Messi 8, Nashville 6. Nashville gets a 6 for that first half performance. Okay, so I'm going to give you my first half grades for both these teams. Inter Miami, I would give probably a 7 as well because they did have some chances, but they weren't consistently doing anything with those chances. I feel like they should have been up 2 or 3-0 in this game based on what they've done, especially when I think about that Berterame chance that he had early on that he shot way too early. I think they left a lot of goals on the pitch. Like they left a lot of goals on the pitch in that first half, and they did not play as good as they could have done. But I think it was still a pretty good game. I think a 7 out of 10 is still good. Like I think most people would take that. So I have a 7 out of 10 for Inter Miami. For Nashville SC, I have it like a 2 out of 10. I mean, their expected goal rate is 0.03. I mean, they're about as bad as you possibly. They're not a 1 because I feel like Inter Miami would have to be up like 2 or 3 goals for the Nashville SC to be at a 1, but they're like a 2 because their attack is non-existent right now. They're doing nothing in the final third. They haven't really created any chances. They look very lethargic. They don't look like they're motivated. They look like they don't want to be there, and they have just played like they've been playing like a corpse in the first half. They've been playing like a corpse. I've been very disappointed with Nashville SC's first half performance against Inter Miami. So I have a 2 for Nashville SC, and I have a 7 for Inter Miami for the first half grades by both of these teams. And I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with that. Weather is definitely a 0 out of 10. Weather might be a negative, negative 100 or something. You know, I mean, it's really bad. Weather is horrible. And I shout out to the fans who still went to this game, even though it's probably a long drive for most of them. And it's also the weather was horrible tonight and it still is horrible tonight. So, shout out to the fans who ended up going to the game tonight. So let's talk about who has been bad and good in this first half. I want to see what you guys think about this. Okay. So we'll start off with Nashville SC first. Okay. I want you guys to tell me who has been one player that's been good and one player who's been bad for Nashville SC in the first half. Might be kind of hard to pick someone good. I would say probably for me, the best player for Nashville SC in the first half would probably be Schwakey, because he had a really good save on the that Yende. Maybe it was a chip or maybe it was a cross. I couldn't really tell, but he had a good save on that. Or Palacios has been really good for Nashville SC, I think, in the first half. And I think for disappointing, I feel like the entire, outside of those two guys, the whole entire team has been super disappointing. But I think Mukhtar and Surridge have been probably the most disappointing, maybe even Espinosa too, because they're the 3 DPs and they're expected to help their team, put the team on their back, help them win games, create chances, like all these things. And they're just under delivering like crazy right now. I mean, Sam Sturridge has been a ghost in the first half. Mukhtar, you kind of wish was a ghost, because when he touches the ball, he's been horrible. So just absolutely pitiful play by the 3 DPs and Nashville SC in this game. And on the flip side, for Inter Miami, I think the player of the first half was Sergio Reguilón, but he got hurt. He got hurt 40 minutes in, and he had to be subbed out for Noah Allen. So it's like almost a tease. It's almost like you see the potential there at left back and like, hey, you like that? Okay, yeah. This is like maybe a reminiscent of Jordi Alba's play at left back. Oh my God, the attack looks good on the left side. We can play from out of the back. This is beautiful. Hey, just kidding. He's injured. You're not going to see him for a couple more weeks. So it's like the greatest tease. Now you know what it could be, and you're not going to be able to see it like that for probably a while. So that's kind of like a double-edged sword right there. And then on the other side, I would say who's been bad in the first half. I mean, I think Segovia has probably been the worst player for Inter Miami in the first half. Maybe, I think probably clearly it's Segovia, but Berterame's up there too, just because that sitter not the sitter, but that miss he had where he just should have took one extra touch and he probably would have scored that. And I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he's just in his head because he hasn't scored a goal yet this season. And look, I think goals at this level, like professional soccer, is probably like 60% talent and it's 40% mental. I really believe that once you cross that barrier of being able to get your first goal, that they just kind of start reining in. And I believe that, I mean, they're all talented for the most part, but there's a mental barrier with scoring goals, guys. If you miss a couple and you don't really have any success in scoring for a certain amount of time, it can really get in your head, and I think it can screw things up. So I think Berterame and Segovia are probably my 2 worst players in the first half. All right, let's read some comments and see what you guys think about who the first, worst, and best was for each team. Miss Yao says the big 3, Espinosa, Mukhtar, Surridge, have been underwhelming. Oh, Chris, I didn't even see Chris popped in here. Let's see. Let me get him in here. Chris, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I just can't put video right now.
No, you're good. So what do you think about that first half?
I mean, since the Messi goal, it's just been boring, really. I mean, very tactical in terms of just keeping the ball away. It sucks to see Berterame blow it 3 minutes into the game. Like, this is not going to be good conversation if he doesn't put a ball in the back of the net.
Oh, man. Yeah, when he should take – I think he panicked when he got the ball and thought maybe someone was over his back, so he just went ahead and shot it. But he could have taken an extra touch or two and probably would have scored. But, Chris, I have to ask you about this, man, because I'm sure you and Danny are going to talk about this after the game. Man, Sergio Reguilón, is he cursed? I mean, did he build a house on like an Indian burial ground or something? Like what, I feel bad for this guy. Like he can't stay healthy.
It's funny because seeing him in the starting lineup, I kind of figured it would happen just to kind of ride the wave of Regilon from last week. And look, I was very skeptical at first, but he made a couple defensive plays. He progressed the ball better than Noah Allen. He connected a couple times on some attacking positions. And listen, the same thing that Jordi Alba would do with the low-driven sort of pass to the top of the box, that's exactly what led us to the only goal that we have. So, but as far as his injury is concerned, what sucks is that it's non-contact. And it's the same leg, if I'm not mistaken, that he suffered the injury from.
It is. Yeah, it is. Because that was the leg he was holding, looks like his hamstring. That was the leg that was like heavily taped up on his knee. So yes, it is. It is the same leg.
It's a shame.
And Chris, I agree, man. He was looking so good in that first 40 minutes. He was kind of like, to a certain degree, like you were getting some Jordi Alba flashbacks of being able to attack from the back on the left side.
Yeah.
And I'm not comparing him to Jordi Alba. They're different. They're not the same person. But I compared to Noah Allen, this is a huge upgrade in the attack for Reguilón. So,
well, it's such a weird thing because if we get into talking about Noah Allen, like there's so much time that he's played with Inter Miami, and it's crazy because when he was playing left back under Phil Neville, he was progressive in his movement. He was advancing the ball, but it was just cross and pray that something happens. But then after that, he gets put at center back. That limits his capabilities. So imagine he's been in a mind state for the last 2 years of playing in that sort of position, restricting himself and sort of being the back, like the safety net for Jordi Alba. And then now you're being asked to go play left back and be progressive at the same time and replace a legend or the legend's replacement. It's a tough spot that Noah Allen is in, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, and I like Noah Allen as a center back. I thought he was really good. I mean, he was essential in you guys winning the championship last year. Chris, I want to ask you, because I think halftime, we probably got maybe 5 minutes left for the halftime. So I want to ask you just a couple things real quick. First of all, we know that they have the away goal rule in CONCACAF. So even though Inter Miami is up 1-0, if Nashville SC were able to score 1 goal in the second half, they would advance over Inter Miami if that score line holds 1-1. So Inter Miami ideally would need to score 1 more goal to feel safe about their positioning in this game. How are you feeling about the second half? Because to your point, after that first goal, maybe 20 minutes in, things really started to die down on both sides of the ball for both teams.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if right now Nashville is cooking up something to be able to come out differently in the second half. Because after Inter Miami played keep away ball, I don't know what's going on, but Nashville needs to. And for those of you that are Spanish that are in the chat, ponte los pilitas, put the batteries on, and they need to start rocking and rolling because they got a half to be able to make something out of this.
Yeah, exactly. And I was looking at the stats. I know you and Danny normally look at this. I'm not going to give away anything that's going to ruin any of your stats, like any scores or anything like that or ratings. But in the first half, Chris, Nashville SC only had 1 shot, 0 on target, expected goal rate of 0.03. 0.03 expected goal rate. They had absolutely nothing in the attack. And I was saying that Surridge looked like a ghost. Espinosa looked like he was, maybe he showed up in Miami instead of Fort Lauderdale for this game. And Hany Mukhtar, you probably wish he was a ghost because every time he's touched the ball, it's been an absolute disaster.
I mean, I don't know. They need to figure it out because, again, they got enough firepower that they can make something happen. And you have Lujan playing center back there. And I've been nervous every time the ball goes back to St. Clair. Like the fact that they don't have a high press functioning full time is a little kind of worrisome if I was a Nashville fan.
I agree. All right, kickoff's about to happen. Chris, before I let you go, and chat, I want you to answer this too. What's your second half score prediction for this game?
I think. Well, I predicted that that Inter Miami's gonna win 3-2. I don't know if it's gonna be 3-2, but I think with the half left, I would imagine that Nashville is gonna score, and I think that Silvetti is gonna come off the bench and score.
So before the game started, my prediction was 2-1 Inter Miami. I agree with you. I think that's kind of
You're
what's going to
almost
happen. And I because I don't think Inter Miami ever scored just one goal when all the starters are playing. It's normally 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what they do. So they got the first one. I do think Nashville's going to look better in the second half. So we'll see what happens. Listen, I appreciate you for hopping on with me to talk about the first half, my friend, and good luck to your team in the second half.
no doubt, brother. Thank you for having me on, and what's up to the chat?
I appreciate it, Chris. I'll talk to you soon, my friend.
All right, later.
Appreciate Chris for hopping on with us from the Battered Herons. Him and Danny have a great channel, the best channel, I think, covering Inter Miami. Make sure you guys go check them out at Battered Herons for the best Inter Miami coverage. But we're on to the second half, guys, and I'm gonna stick with my prediction. I still think it's gonna be 2-1. You guys think so? Let's see. Scores. 2-1 Miami. DJ We Trust 1-1 Nashville. Millionaire says 2-1 Nashville. Inter Miami. Angus says 3-1. Miami 2-1. Yeah, we appreciate Chris for hopping on with us. Really do appreciate him from hopping on and talking about this first half. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna stick with mine 2-1. I do think Nashville SC. I don't think they can be much worse in the attack than they were in the first half. I mean, it was pretty abysmal. DePaul has something on his leg. I don't see. I see DePaul, but I don't see anything on his leg that's abnormal. And by the way, guys, if you haven't already, we are at 66 likes. We're 34 away from 100. Make sure you guys hit that like button. All the people watching this right now, make sure you hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. We are 630 subs now away from 13,000. So make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button down below. First of two watch-alongs tonight. We also have the San Diego FC versus Toluca game later tonight. And then also Vancouver's playing Seattle. That's a little bit of a hole to climb out of for Vancouver. They're down 3-0 on aggregate, and they're all away goals. So it's a very congested schedule tonight for Concacaf. Okay, yeah, I see some. I don't really see much on his leg. I see something maybe underneath his shorts, but DePaul got some injury in the last MLS game. So it wasn't Charlotte though, because I don't think he played in that one. So who was the one they played before Charlotte? I'm trying to remember. Was it DC United? Might have been DC United. But like I said, Inter Miami are going to have to score another goal here just to make it, make them more comfortable in holding on to this result. Vancouver game super compelling. I do think that game is going to be interesting. I'll keep an eye on it when we're watching the Toluca San Diego game. But I chose to do this as a watch along instead. The San Diego game. Nice play by DePaul there. DePaul plays that wide to Allende. A lot of walking by Nashville SC. It doesn't look like maybe it's still missing. It's hard to tell with these camera angles. Messi, good pass to Allende. Allende. Oh my God, Allende. What the? Oh my God, why didn't he shoot that? Do you see the service there? Like, what was he doing? Why didn't Allende shoot that? My God, that was a beautiful pass. He made a beautiful play. Ugh. And maybe he had Segovia right there too. Just Allende. Allende's looking like the bad Allende of last season, the inconsistent Allende. Playoff Allende is like in the rearview mirror. And they spent $5 million on the Yende. They not including his salary. They spent a $5 million transfer fee on Tadio Allende. God, Sam Surridge has been an absolute disaster tonight. I mean, he's playing like he's hurt. Fukunaga was playing it to Berterame. Yannick Bride is fouled. It's going to be a free kick for Inter Miami. We are 50 minutes in. Still 1-0 Inter Miami over Nashville SC. Maybe Miami just doesn't believe Nashville SC has the capability of scoring. Maybe that's why they're playing this certain way. Like I just think they're playing. Inter Miami to me is playing like there isn't an away goal rule, and I find that a little puzzling. But maybe they just don't fear Nashville SC in the attack. Not non-playoff Allende is back. I like Bright playing some good defense on Hany Mukhtar. I will say too, I think Nashville SC is kind of big chilling because if they score one goal, they're in the lead. So I kind of do like a part of me understands why they're not maybe playing panicked right now, because if they score one, they're technically in the lead, but they just haven't shown anything through the first 52 minutes that makes you think they have the capability of scoring a goal. And you know, a lot of people thought Nashville SC was. You know, some people had Nashville winning the Eastern Conference this year. I mean, I think I had them finishing like third place. I want to say. I mean, this team doesn't look anywhere close to being able to compete for the Eastern Conference or like winning it. You know, I mean, this looks like a very mid-table team. Fukunaga crosses it, horrible cross. It's going to be out of bounds. So it's going to be a corner for Inter Miami. Yazbek looks pissed. He's like telling him to talk to him. Extreme risk not to fear your opponent. That's true. I can understand though if they score, then Messi will score right back. Maybe they are waiting until a Hail Mary ending. Maybe so. Like I said, I mean, you know, they technically it's like 1 to 0.5 is what the technical score is, just because you know they. Oh, Lujan was able to get ahead on it, but they're able to keep possession. Are they just going to play it back? And I do wonder if we'll see some substitutions from either coach in the second half. I would assume we would. I would assume we would probably see Matteo Salvetti and maybe, you know, I've been thinking we were going to see David Ayala, but I don't even know if he played against Charlotte. If maybe he did, but I'm not sure if he played against Charlotte FC. Oof, bad giveaway. Madrigal wasn't able to keep it in play, though, so it's going to be Inter Miami's ball. Going to be a free kick. I was close, though. Madrigal was very close to keeping that in play. Oh, got the confirmation. Are you a human? There we go. Why is Berterame playing? Why is he so deep right now? All right, looks like Alex Mills coming in, and I couldn't tell who the other one is. I might be. Yeah, I don't know. Let me refresh this too. I'm sorry that this is delayed. Let me refresh this real quick. Why is it so far behind? I'm not sure why it's so far behind on the score line, but we're 55 minutes in, so I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on with that, but let me see if I can fix that. No, it's still bad. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the FOT mob clock is like 5 minutes, 7 minutes behind, which is really, really weird. Segovia with the ball, got some space, plays it out to Messi. Kunamora's got some space on the right flank, plays it back to Messi. Messi plays it out to DePaul. DePaul with a bad pass, but bad pass by Surridge. Mora back to Lujan. Some space. Oh, yeah, right. Beautiful pass to Messi. Messi plays it out wide to Noah Allen. Noah plays it back to Messi. Messi is looking for Berterame. Heads it, but it goes right into Schweike's hands. Good play right there, though, by Miami. Yeah, Berterame still feels like he's a little misplaced in this team. Like it's a little awkward for him still. The chemistry, at least, with this team. He can't he can't buy a goal right now. That's for sure. Berterame's cursed right now. All right, Alex Mills coming in. Let's see who else comes in. We'll see if this makes any difference for Nashville SC in the second half. So Reed Baker Whiting came in. I think he started the last game instead of Lovitz. So Reed Baker Whiting and Alex Will comes in the second half for Nashville SC. If Nashville going fresh leg subs now, Mascherano, I do think that we might see. We're almost 60 minutes in. Maybe we'll see a substitution for Mascherano. It's not normally his forte to do that. Normally he waits really, really long. Oh, there's some open. Oof. Corcoran was trying to find Espinosa, but God, Nashville SC just does. They've been having some very sloppy passes. A lot of space here for Messi. Oh, Messi fouled. He's going to be no call. Wow, surprised by that. I'm surprised Messi didn't get a foul call right there. He got pushed down. Good tackle there by Noah Allen. Reed Baker Whiting. Bad touch. Went off looked like it went off Reed Baker Whiting. It's going to be a throw in for Inter Miami. I thought it was a foul, honestly. Yeah, I think Alex Miller pushed him a little bit in the back, and yeah. Yeah, he got pushed like twice. I'm surprised they didn't call a foul on that. Crazy, got pushed twice and didn't get a foul on that. Reed Baker Whiting. And keep in mind, I've said this 100 times tonight, but just in case you're joining us now, Inter Miami, if they concede a goal, Nashville SC would advance. Nashville SC is kind of big chilling right now. Like they just need one goal and they would advance into the second round or the quarterfinals of Concacaf Champions Cup. Matteo Salvetti is coming on for Talasco Segovia. Talasco Segovia, I think, had a very poor night overall, and we'll see what Matteo Salvetti is able to do coming in the 61st minute for Inter Miami. Big fan of Matteo Salvetti. Huge reason why they were able to win MLS Cup in 2025. It's painful to watch Suarez run like a disaster waiting to happen. His knees could break at any point. Yeah, I mean, we call him La Tortuga for a reason. Commentators claim Messi was fouled. Messi would have scored that free kick on the edge of the box. Maybe he would have. Mr. says, honestly, I forgot Segovia was on the pitch. Yeah, well, the first half he was pretty bad. The second half he really hadn't done much. I feel like Yannick Bright has probably been the most forgettable person for Inter Miami in the first half. Or excuse me, in the game in general, I guess. 62 minutes in, 28 minutes left plus added time. The game cannot end in a tie because Inter Miami has scored. The game cannot end in a tie. No matter what the score line is, we will not be going into extra time tonight. This will end in regulation. Why is Surridge playing so far out wide? Goal kick for Inter Miami. Sam Surridge has been a disaster tonight. Mascherano unloading Salvetti to do some damage. We'll see if Salvetti, I mean, I'm a big fan of Salvetti. We'll see what he can do in the second half. Allende with a nice pass to DePaul. DePaul to Messi. Messi plays it out wide to Matteo Salvetti. Salvetti plays it to Messi. Messi was pushed down again, but they're going to call a foul this time. It's going to be a free kick for Inter Miami. Palacios pushed Messi down that time. He did call it, so it's going to be a free kick outside the box, probably a couple yards outside the box. Danger spot for a corner, not a corner, but a cross, I guess, for Inter Miami. Do you remember when he became La Tortuga? Was it his cartilage in his knees that slowly went away? It was. Yeah, it definitely was his knees. Probably, I want to say he started slowing down. I mean, he's been slow for a little bit. I'd say he probably slowed down about 5 or 6 years ago, but he was still fast enough with his quality to score. You know, so he's been slow for several years now, but it's just gotten worse and worse. And then the skills have started to decline too. All right, Messi with the free kick. No one's there. Reed Baker Whiting just chested out of bounds. Going to be a corner for Inter Miami. Noah Allen had a really good play there on Sam Surridge. And by the way, it looks like our time has been fixed on our FOT mob. Looks like it's fixed now, which is good. So the score, it's up to date. All right, looks like Messi's taking this corner. Very surprised why Tagseth hasn't been starting for Nashville SC. He was really good last year. Messi with the corner. Schwaki hits it. Oof. Miss hit by Rodrigo de Paul. Going to be out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick. Honestly, away goal rule giving me sweaty palms as a Miami fan. Some random goal could be heartbreaking. I know that's why I don't think Nashville are panicking, because one goal and they win. So that's why I don't think there's any panic in Nashville SC. They've got some, I don't want to say they have leverage, but they have an out. Oh, dangerous pass there. Uh-oh. Mukhtar in space. Oh my God, Hany Mukhtar is so finished. Holy shit, that was a horrible miss. Hany Mukhtar is so washed, it's insane. Did you see that miss? Holy shit, he is so washed. Hany Mukhtar is washed. It doesn't even matter if it was onside. He's washed. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude, he was. I think that was onside, but my God, it doesn't even matter. I mean, it was just such a bad miss. He sent that shit to the rafters. I mean, my God, some lucky fan in the nosebleeds is getting a souvenir for home. The Dolphins have just signed a new kicker. The Titans have signed a new kicker. I mean, that was a horrible miss. Mukhtar, man, just absolutely disappointing. He's making me miss Tim Tillman from last night. They look, I don't say they look exactly alike, but they have some like similar like features. Like I think they got like the same hairstyle and stuff, and they kind of play alike right now, don't they? Could you imagine if you had them on the same team, how much of a nightmare that would be, Mr. Oh my God. I can't believe he missed that. I just can't believe he's washed at 30 years old. I mean, you would think he just won MVP like 3 years ago. You'd think he'd still be decent, but man, he's fallen off a cliff. He hasn't been really good in like 2 or 3 years. Timothy No Skills Tillman. Yep, that's it. No Skills Tillman. I mean, this is probably why Miami's just chilling. Like they're not really concerned. I mean, when you're missing stuff like that, I mean, what do you really have to worry about? If Mukhtar's deal runs out, I'm not sure when his contract is supposedly going to expire with Nashville SC. But if his contract expires next year or after the end of the season, or they have an option, they need to decline that 100%. They need to move off of him because he is just so done at this point. He is finished at this point. Would you call this a rivalry, Nashville and Miami? I mean, they played a lot, but I mean, this is very lackluster for a rivalry game. It doesn't really feel like these teams really hate each other. Maybe the fan bases feel that passion and rage, but I don't really think that I'm not really getting rivalry vibes from tonight's match between the players on the pitch, at least. So we'll see. And also, too, when's the last time that and when is the last time that Inter Miami lost to Nashville? I think it was the playoffs. Corcoran finds Surridge. Surridge plays it off to Mukhtar. Does Mukhtar redeem himself? Nope. Out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick. Noah Allen, another good defensive showing right there by Noah Allen. I'm sharing this. Looks like tag set is coming on. Why haven't CONCACAF changed the away goal rule? I am not sure why, but maybe they'll do it soon. I hope they do. I just think it's dumb, honestly. Mr. Mister says they need to get away from Mukhtar at this point. Yeah, I mean, I think he's still one of the highest paid players in the league. I think he's making like, I don't know, 5-6 million a year. Maybe that's a lot of money for somebody that's missing shots like that. 72 minutes in, guys. Inter Miami 1, Nashville 0. 1-0, 72 minutes in. We're at 80 likes, by the way. Oh, bad giveaway. Messi plays back to DePaul, but that was a bad pass by Messi. Messi's got Allende wide open. Allende, bad pass inside the box. No one's there. They boot it deep. But we are 20 likes away from 100 or so close. We got 20 minutes to get that 20 likes. Make sure you guys hit the like button. 155 people watching with us live right now. Smash the like button if you just joined us. Also, smash the subscribe button. 630 subscribers away from 13K. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and like button down below if you haven't already. This is the first of 2 watch-alongs. Mukhtar blocked by Gonzalo Lujan. But this is the first 2 watch-alongs. We got Toluca and San Diego FC, which is going to be on in like 2.5 hours. Appreciate that one, World. Yes, folks, got to like the stream down below. I tell you what, the vibes I'm getting, and Angus says maybe because CONCACAF is the most corrupt region. That could be possible. But I will say this too. I just feel like Nashville SC just don't look like their heart's in this game. They look very soulless in this game. They're just going through the motions, but I just don't get the vibe of this is a elimination game. Oh, good defending. Oh my God. Nashville SC, last second, Espinosa. Oh my God. Okay, things just got interesting. Things just got very interesting. What was that? I got to watch the replay on this. Mura's calling for maybe an offside or something, or maybe blow the whistle. That was insane. So now, let's just see what happens. Let's see the replay here. He's onside for sure. Espinosa's onside. That was a good play by Lujan. God, there was like 3 defenders like around Dane St. Clair. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's like his players were like kind of like boxing him in. But Espinosa is able to bury it. It's 1-1. Nashville, as it stands right now, Nashville would advance to the next round of the Concacaf Champions Cup. Inter Miami need a goal to advance. If the results stand as they are, Nashville SC would advance, Inter Miami would be eliminated. Yep. So Inter Miami, if this result holds, they will lose. That's why Inter Miami playing the way they've been playing. They've been playing like they don't think Nashville SC can score, but we will see. We will see what happens. There's 15 minutes left plus added time. And I think there probably should be maybe a substitute or two. I think maybe I did say 2-1. We'll see. We'll see if Nash or Inter Miami have a goal in them. Or we'll see if Nashville SC hold on to this lead to advance to the next round. I would expect Nashville SC to probably just absolutely park the bus right now because they don't need a goal or anything. I hope everyone's awake now. Like, kind of got your attention. Just what's happened in the last like 3 minutes. That was a crazy bury though by Espinosa to find. There was like 4 guys in goal, and he just put it in the perfect corner just to put it through. After not really doing much all night long, but that wasn't on St. Clair. Inter Miami, yeah, their 3 defenders like boxed him in. It was like a triangle, and he was like in the middle of it, and they boxed him in, and he couldn't move. I'm definitely awake. Let's see. Is Nashville the favorite to win the competition if they go through, or one of the Mexican giants haven't kept up with Liga MX? I don't think Inter Miami's, or excuse me, Nashville SC is even considered to be a top 4 favorite. Honestly, I think probably there's like 2 Mexican teams, and I would say that for some reason LAFC is probably favored, and then San Diego FC would probably be favored more than Nashville SC. Inter Miami was favored pretty heavily. Yannick Bright. They got 13 minutes plus added time. There's still plenty of time. Luis Suarez is coming in, and Facundo Mora is coming out, and it looks like David Ayala is coming out. I would assume for probably going to come off for Yannick Bright. Yep, Yannick Bright. So David Ayala is coming in, and so is Luis Suarez. All right, no more subs for Inter Miami. This is it. This is it for the rest of the game. We'll see what they can do. Be very curious to see what this formation is going to look like, though, with Facundo Mora coming out and putting in Luis Suarez. I guess maybe they're going to play with 2 strikers up top. Maybe they'll put Luis Suarez up there with Berterame. We got 12 minutes plus add time. Alex Munoz holding his leg. So it's a 2-4-4. So you don't think it's like a 3-5? Is it 3-5-2 maybe? Uh-oh. They're just going to hold on to the ball, pass it around, hold on to the ball, try to run out the clock. No, Allen called for the foul. It's going to be a free kick for Nashville SC. Mukhtar deflected out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick, or going to be a corner, excuse me, for Nashville SC. Tag Seth. Cleared away by Berterame. Messi has 3 people around him. He's able to keep it. Oh, there's some space. Can they get to it? Oh, Suarez, La Tortuga didn't have it in him to get to the ball. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for, looks like it's going to be a throw in for Inter Miami. God, Suarez, he had some space if he was able to get that ball. He just didn't have, he don't have the legs right now. He don't have the legs. So it looks like they are playing a 3-5-2. Lujan, Ayala. DePaul playing out wide, looking for Noah Allen. Suarez, heavy touch. It's too slow to get back to the ball. La Tortuga, Mr. Quicksand. Nine minutes left. 8 minutes plus added time. Nashville or Inter Miami's gonna have to earn this. I mean, they're gonna be gassed if they're able to pull this off. Yeah, so if Nashville holds on to this score right now, 1-1 against Inter Miami, they would advance to the next round and play the winner of Club America versus the Union, which is probably going to be Club America, but they would play the winner. And that would mean that Inter Miami lost the first series they played in Concacaf. Like, this is the first matchup they've had in the Champions Cup, and they would have lost their first matchup. A lot of space right there. Savetti, a lot of space. Savetti shoots it into Schweiki's hands. Looks like they're making some subs too. Acosta's coming in. Bauer's coming in for Nashville SC. Ayala plays it out wide to Allende. 6.5 minutes left plus added time. Probably, I would say there'll probably be 3 minutes of added time. So I would say there's probably about 10 minutes total of time left in this game. Oh, Suarez just pushed down by Palacios. Gonna be a free kick. One thing that's always been funny about Suarez is, why does he always look so sad? He always has such a sad demeanor. Uh-oh. Oh, Espinosa didn't see Mukhtar. Looks like Nashville SC's got some tired players, though. Hany Mukhtar was just had his hands on his knees. I mean, he looks like he's gassed. And Rodrigo DePaul falls down. It's going to be a foul on Espinosa. Then there's going to be some subs. Bauer and Acosta is going to come in. It looks like Hany Mukhtar is coming out for Acosta. Hany Mukhtar gives the captain's armband to Sam Surridge. $162 people watching this live. Final probably 5 minutes plus 3 minutes at a time. A lot of stake here, guys. A lot of stake here. Crucial last couple minutes of this game. We are at 87 likes. We're so close to 100. Smash that like button if you just joined us to watch the remainder of this game. DePaul plays it out to Allende. There got to be some urgency here. You can't be playing pass back FC. You got to go for it. Four minutes left. DePaul plays it out for Salvetti. Bad pass. David Ayala gains possession. DePaul plays it over for Berterame. Salvetti pulls it down, passes it to Messi. Messi to Berterame, plays it out to Allende. Allende on the ball, crosses it, but it's deflected by Mwil. Ayala. It's going to be a goal kick for Nashville SC. It doesn't matter to me whether it's football or soccer. Soccer is a word of clarification in the U.S. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care which. It doesn't bother me which one it's called. I don't understand why three guys tried to head that while Dane St. Clair punched it out. Yende loses possession. No call on the foul. Messi plays that wide to Salvetti. Is that Salvetti? No, it's not Salvetti. That is Suarez. Uh-oh. Salvetti. Oh, he was looking. Oh. Two minutes plus added time. That was a good opportunity. Ayala plays that wide. Noah Allen. Back to Ayala. To Rodrigo DePaul. Suarez is calling for a cross. God. Suarez has had horrible touches, off the chest. Lujan. God, DePaul must have I can't imagine how many passes he has tonight. He's had so many touches too. DePaul is playing it up. Oh. Got 1 minute plus added time. If this result holds, this would be a huge upset. Huge upset. Huge upset. It's going to be a throw in for Inter Miami. Lujan just passes it throws it into St. Clair. DePaul plays it out deep for Silvetti. Can he get to it? He cannot get to it. It's going to be a throw in for Nashville SC. Oh, is it a throw in? I think it's a throw in. 30 seconds left plus added time. I'm expecting like 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes max of added time. Hell, it might be just they might just call it. I don't know. I don't know how much added time they're going to give it. I'd say maybe a minute, because the goal scored. We'll see here in a second. DePaul, oof, looking for Messi. We'll see how much added time. 4 minutes. Wow, more than I thought. 4 minutes added time. Very surprised by the 4 minutes of added time. DePaul looking for Suarez. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a corner for for Inter Miami. 4 minutes of added time is very surprising. All right, Messi with a corner. Schwaki. Acosta just boots it deep. St. Clair comes out. St. Clair plays it to DePaul. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, 3 minutes left in the added time. David Ayala playing it deep for Messi, but too much on it going out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for Nashville SC. Lujan called for the foul on, looked like maybe Alex Muil on that one. I'm not sure. 2 minutes to save their Concacaf season. By the way, if Inter Miami lose this game, this would be an absolute failure. Honestly, I mean, I feel like this is my opinion. I feel like the rest of the season would be sort of irrelevant because they spent all this money, they built their team to win the Champions Cup, and to get eliminated in the first round. I mean, in some countries, in some leagues, that would be a fireable offense. That would be a fireable offense for losing the first match against the first match in the Champions Cup. That would be a fireable offense by a lot of teams in other countries, other leagues around the world. Two balls in the pitch. Interesting. Yeah, but even in MLS Cup, this wouldn't hit as hard as the Champions Cup. I mean, they've already won MLS Cup. They're trying to win the Champions Cup. The Yende's trying to win it. Oh, good block. Good block by Yazbek. 1 minute left. 1 minute left for Inter Miami. Oh. That was a good touch by Yende if he could have just held it down. All right, 40 seconds left. God, this would be a huge upset. This would be very, very embarrassing for Inter Miami. $30 seconds left. I don't know why he played that back to St. Clair. 15 seconds. DePaul plays it out wide, looking for Silvetti. Suarez keeps it. Really? Foul on Silvetti. Wow. Oh, man. Mascherano, we'll talk about that if they lose. I'll save that for the post game, but man, this would be. I am doing a post game after this. This would be embarrassing for Inter Miami. Final whistle, Inter Miami lose in their first series against Nashville SC. The first time they played in Champions Cup, they lose. Nashville SC will advance and play the winner of Club America in the Union. That's a huge loss. Huge embarrassing loss for Inter Miami. We're going to talk about this in the post game, but man, I think this could be a fireable offense. I think it's a fireable offense. I think this could be a fireable offense, but we'll talk about that in the post game. Man, I can't believe this. Inter Miami has been eliminated by Nashville SC in the second leg of the first series they played. Wow. That's interesting. Well, I guess we're going to head out of here. We're going to do a post game here in a second. I'm just firing off a tweet. I hope you guys enjoyed this watch along. There'll be one more tonight at 10:50 Eastern time. It'll be San Diego FC versus Toluca. Hope to see you guys for that. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out. Look out for that post-game recap. And also, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. MLS Moves is presented by FanDuel, proud sponsor of MLS Moves. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Appreciate you guys for stopping by tonight. I'll see you guys later.